years of hunger and starvations caused by adverse climatic conditions.
Thousands of residents are faced with hunger.
The recent changes in climatic conditions saw the shift from lack of rain to torrential rains, resulting in floods, landslides, disruption of transport routes, thus robbing people of their possessions and exposing many to hunger.
To our top story, 3 have been confirmed dead after landslides hit
rivers of mud sweeping through villages in the west of Kenya.
Several people have died and hundreds others displaced.
On 18th April 2020, Chesegon was hit by a disaster like no other. The flood swept away everything on its path, including Chesegon Market and neighboring settlements, livestock and crops, killing 15 and leaving 2,000 people in dire need for immediate assistance. Action Against Hunger responded by distributing non-food items to affected people. 6 months later, the once known Chesegon Market is left of rubble that stretch over 6 kilometers. People who were displaced moved into neighboring villages, having lost their property and livelihoods. This is one of the disasters in the county which victims and survivors could take months or even years to recover from. Action Against Hunger, with support of Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency SIDA, is implementing a rapid response mechanism project aimed at addressing nutrition, water, sanitation and hygiene needs of people affected by floods in West Pokot County.
The situation was bad because we lost our homes and all our property.
I owned a shop called Kapuni General Shop. When it happened, it rained lightly, then a thunder sounded from the hills. We rushed out of our houses but saw nothing because it was covered by cloud. I rushed out of the shop with my children out of fear without even closing the shop. Everyone scuppered for safety.
I climbed on top of a tree for safety together with my children. While on top of the tree, I reached out and rescued a police officer who was almost being carried away by the flood.
We went into the ground with other agencies to assess the situation and to come up with the immediate needs for the displaced community. In terms of the basic needs, these include hygiene kit, around 120 hygiene kit. Hygiene kit consists of water treatment, soap, jerrycan, and buckets, among other items. We also procured 350 dignity kit for our women within the reproductive age. We also did a kitchen set, that is surias, plates, cups among the kitchen items, and blankets. Beside that, water treatment chemicals for water within that affected community.
Walileta majerrican pamoja na dawa ya maji, na tunaona hiyo dawa ilitusaidia. Wengi wao wenye walitumia waliona faida yao. Sasa hatukuona maneno ya tumbo saidi ikiumiza watoto.
Due to COVID-19 pandemic, displaced people who were in camps had to disperse, a directive aimed at curbing the spread of coronavirus. This move made providing health services difficult, and so Action Against Hunger uses health and nutrition outreaches as a way of taking health services close to those in need.
Today we are in Sabulmoy outreach. This is one of the outreaches we support among 14 other outreaches in Central Pokot sub-county. So this outreach actually is like a moving hospital where we conduct like all activities from screening, immunization, supplementation, ANC services, health education. Yeah, that's what we call a minimum outreach package, which we offer in all our outreaches. So we do it like twice in a month.
This outreach is about 15 kilometers from the linked health facility.
Apollo is very far. It is far, especially for expectant mothers. The only form of transport is motorbikes, which are difficult to find. It takes 24 hours to travel on foot.
24 hours kufika huko.
Hospitals are far from this area, and mobile clinics have helped us a lot. Children and people with malaria are given priority.
Some of the activities that we do conduct at the outreach sites, one is we do screening for all under 5s for malnutrition, and also for the pregnant and lactating mothers. Number 2, we also conduct immunization for all the under 5s and ANC mothers. We also supplement the under 5 with vitamin A and dewormers. We also offer treatment for minor ailments that includes treatment for malaria, treatment for RTIs, and also doing the referrals.
This outreach serves people of Pokot Central and Pokot East area of Tiaty. The most essential health services are made available to mothers and children who usually come without fail.
Nikapimwa hali ya pressure na hata na damu.
My blood pressure was measured and I was given medication for tetanus. They took measurements for pressure and other ailments, and also my weight and that of my child.
Hata na kilo ya mtoto na yangu.
There is not a single one of our forefathers who had more than 3 children. They had 1 or 2. When this clinic came, we now have more children.
Watoto wako wamemaliza clinic wengi. Walikuwa mashida mingi.
Many children had not finished clinical attention, and so most of them have polio. When outreach started, more children are healthier. As the community, we propose to donate a piece of land for the outreach so that they use instead of under a tree. As the men of the community, we shall mobilize to see to it that children are brought here for treatment, because previously they have been traveling as far as Lomut or Arpolo health centers. This outreach has helped.
3 health workers and 2 community health volunteers from Cheptulel Community Unit are supported by the project to facilitate outreach exercise.
Outreach are supporting us to improve our indicators, mostly for the under 5s and for the immunization, PLWs as pregnant and lactating women.
It has really helped lower our maternal deaths and also our mortality rates, because you'll find that we do early detection of these diseases and also do the referral to the health facility.
In the regions affected by floods, 1 in every 4 households is at risk of hunger. Action Against Hunger works with community health volunteers and health extension workers to conduct mass screening for malnutrition.
Active case finding was done, that is house to house, to screen malnourished children and even referrals.
Watu na refer waje kwa hospitali.
We usually refer them to the health facility to get plumpiness and porridge with high nutritious value.
Ama ile uji wanapewa ile iko na nutritious value.
Wakati wa mass screening nikapata mtoto ambaye mwaka ilikuwa ni 11.5.
During mass screening, I found a child whose MWAC was 11.5. I took her to the health facility and she was given plum peanuts, the red ones, because she was in OTP. She used it and later returned and was given the yellow ones.
Through outreach, ACF staff screen children to know children who need attention, then refer them to the clinic for necessary medical attention. One of my children was underweight and received treatment. Her weight began to improve.
Ashley is a mother of 2 who was diagnosed with acute malnutrition through mass screening exercise. While pregnant with her second child, she weighed 40 kilos at 8 months of pregnancy, which reduced to 38 after she delivered. Her situation got worse when her husband left her without any food. After being discharged from hospital, she returned to stay with her parents.
When I arrived home, there was nothing to feed my child with, nothing to eat. My father stayed in Lomut and my mother stays here. My mother has no source of livelihood, so we had no food. She told me to live on my own because she couldn't help. I just stayed till I brought my child here to be given plum nuts. My child has been eating plum nuts since then, till now.
She recalls of a day she stayed 5 days without food.
Vile huyo mtoto tulirifaa yeye akaja hospitali akapata kusaidiwa na watu wa ICF, akapata plambinus, naye mama akapata pia uji. Na katika hali hiyo tukaona alikaa wiki moja, tukaona improvement. Huyu mama alikuwa anatembea na mtoto pia alikuwa weak, alikuwa amepata scabies, lakini sasa amepoa.
As a way of ensuring continual screening within households in order to prevent mothers from undergoing what Ashley went through, Action Against Hunger has trained mothers and caregivers on how to detect for malnutrition using MWAC tapes. MWAC is a color-coded band where mothers and caregivers take measurements for their children and do self-referral of malnutrition. The colors in the tape represent the level of malnutrition, whereby yellow signifies moderate acute malnutrition and red signifying severe acute malnutrition.
We are empowering the families to screen their own children at their own time. So we are sure that we don't have any children at home who is malnourished.
I measure my child every week to know how many kilos he has gained. When the tape is red, I take him to the clinic. ACF team came to our area and trained us how to use family MWAC tape. We were taught that if the tape is yellow, we take the child to Nyangaita dispensary, and if it's red, we take them to Sigor clinic.
I usually remind my wife every day to screen the children and do close monitoring. If they need to be taken to clinic, I usually accompany her, and sometimes I too measure the child with MWAC tape and sometimes get updates from the CHV on how the child is doing. Trainings and MWAC, attending clinics and medicine has helped the people a lot because it helps parents know how their children are growing.
Wakiendelea kutusaidia hivyo kwa afya ya watu.
If SCF continue helping us this way, health of our children will improve, the economy will improve, and our children will have better education.
The year 2020 brought about additional challenges for a community already struggling to end poverty. With response initiatives that improve nutrition, improve health, that help people rebuild their lives, Action Against Hunger is on its way to end hunger in this community. but more are still in need of help, and Action Against Hunger cannot do this alone. More children need health supplements and attention from preventable diseases. Displaced people need food and a place to live. Expectant mothers in remote villages need antenatal care, and children should not suffer from malnutrition. We are always on the move to help. You too can be part of this journey.